Call me. Joe Yuan. Yeah? See the difference? I only send the eye contact. Call me again. Joe Yuan. Yes?
This is Zhou Yuan, a self-proclaimed femininity guru who's built a $24 million empire teaching women techniques that are equal parts hilarious and horrifying. A woman, pushing 50, who's convinced thousands of people to pay up to $13,000 to learn how to squint seductively and twist their bodies into shapes that would make a chiropractor weep, earn revenue up to $24 million. So, who is she? Zhou Yuan isn't just some random TikToker doing cringe content for views. This woman has systematically built a business empire around teaching what she calls top-tier feminine charm to seduce men. Multiple companies, millions in revenue, and a cult-like following of students who genuinely believe she holds the secret to controlling men. I really stumbled across something absolutely ridiculous happening in China right now, and I genuinely cannot believe what I'm about to tell you. Here's where it gets weird. Her signature move, and I promise I'm not making this up, involves giving someone the eye while contorting your body into what she calls an X shape. Imagine standing there, legs crossed so tight you're cutting off circulation, but out, chest thrust forward, squinting like you've got something in your contact lens. She calls this unleashing your feminine energy field. Orthopedic surgeons call it a one-way ticket to lumbar disc herniation. The internet had a field day. Thousands posted parody videos, nearly throwing out their backs trying to replicate her moves. It became a full-blown meme. But while everyone was laughing, Zhou Yuan was laughing all the way to the bank. Because behind the mockery is something far more sinister, a carefully constructed system designed to extract maximum cash from vulnerable women while disguising itself as empowerment. It starts cheap. Really cheap. Zhou Yuan's entry-level course costs as little as $1.50, access to her online experience camp where she introduces her core philosophy. According to Zhou Yuan, your eyes aren't for seeing. They're weapons. She teaches students to squint for intrigue, look sideways for voyeuristic appeal, and freeze mid-glance to create psychological pressure. If that sounds like someone having a stroke, you're not alone. But this isn't designed for critical thinkers. It's designed for desperate people. That $1.50 price point isn't meant to make money, it's a filter. Normal people laugh and move on. But some watch and think, could this actually work? Those people are the targets. They'll pay for the next tier. And the next. And the next. The next step, in-person, intensive training camps at $500 to $800 for 3 days. Closed hotel conference rooms. Curtains drawn. Dimmed lights. Mysterious music. According to former students and media investigations, the curriculum includes graphic role-play exercises, fake bathroom setups, and movements so explicit that adult participants reported feeling embarrassed. But Zhou Yuan doesn't frame it that way. She wraps everything in pseudo-spiritual language about energy fields, divine feminine power, and cosmic attraction forces. In that closed environment, surrounded by believers with instructors constantly reinforcing the message, students genuinely start believing they've discovered secrets other women don't know. They feel special, chosen, empowered. They're not. They're just being set up for the final stage. Then comes the e-commerce empire. Her online store sells blessed clothing, energy-infused toys, and various other items I can't describe without risking demonetization. A basic intimate care product available at any drugstore for $7 to $8? Slap Zhou Yuan's label on it, add some mystical marketing about being energetically enhanced, and it's suddenly $20. Over 100% markup on something you could get at Walmart. She also pushes cosmetic procedures and laser treatments through her companies, some allegedly crossing into illegal territory since her businesses may not be properly certified for all procedures offered. Total estimated revenue from products and courses, over $24 million. For teaching people to squint weirdly. But the truly diabolical part? The $13,000 Elite Mentor Program. You're not paying for advanced techniques. You're paying to become a recruiter. Every person you bring in, whether they buy the $1.50 intro or the $800 bootcamp, you get a cut. Zhou Yuan pitches this as achieving financial freedom while empowering other women. Recruit 3 people into the mentor program and you've broken even. So victims transform into perpetrators. They have to recruit to justify their investment. They have to believe the system works, because admitting it's a scam means admitting they wasted $13,000. Investigative journalists called this exactly what it is, a pig butchering scam. Students are simultaneously consumers being exploited, salespeople generating revenue, and legal scapegoats if authorities come knocking. Who falls for this? Not just gullible or uneducated people. Zhou Yuan's primary customers fall into 2 groups. First, middle-aged women in failing marriages. Dealing with cheating husbands, emotional neglect, or abuse. Desperate for fast solutions. Zhou Yuan promises they can win back their husbands in weeks, then blames them for their husband's behavior. Your husband cheated? That's because you weren't charming enough. She takes women who are already hurting and convinces them their pain is their own fault. Conveniently, she's the only one who can fix them. Second, young women looking for shortcuts. Treating the course like How to Marry a Millionaire, the masterclass. They want a meal ticket, and Zhou Yuan promises to teach them exactly how to get one. Both groups are being sold a fantasy. Both groups are having their insecurities weaponized. And both groups are funding Zhou Yuan's empire. The most absurd part? Zhou Yuan positions herself as a feminist empowerment figure. Reclaiming your power. Becoming a high-value woman. All the right buzzwords. But what she actually teaches is the complete opposite of empowerment, manipulation, performance, molding yourself into whatever she thinks men want. Submission dressed up in the language of strength. In late January 2026, China Women's News published a scathing exposé calling her a fraud peddling harmful pseudo-feminism, characterizing her operation as distorting women's values under the guise of empowerment and profiting from women's anxieties. When Chinese state media comes for you like that, you're done. Within 24 hours, Douyin, Weibo, and Kuaishou nuked her accounts. Millions of followers, gone. Years of content, erased. Legal experts also flagged potential violations including spreading obscene materials for profit, operating a pyramid scheme, false advertising, and potentially unlicensed medical procedures. We're not talking fines and account bans, we're talking serious criminal charges. But Zhou Yuan being down doesn't mean the problem is solved. The soil that allowed her scam to flourish is still fertile. As long as women feel trapped and powerless, people will exploit that pain. As long as people believe they can shortcut their way to wealth by landing the right partner, grifters will sell them maps to nowhere. Zhou Yuan is just one person. But her playbook, promising empowerment while delivering exploitation, wrapping manipulation in mystical language, turning victims into recruiters, is everywhere. MLM schemes, crypto scams, dating coaches, self-help gurus. The names change. The products change. The scam remains the same. One final warning: anytime someone talks about energy fields, vibrations, or unlocking ancient secrets, your scam alarm should blare. Legitimate experts use evidence-based language and cite actual research. Scammers use vague mystical terminology because it sounds profound but can never be proven or disproven. That's not wisdom. That's a trap. If we look closely, red flags are everywhere. Red flag 1, guaranteed results. Real experts never guarantee specific outcomes in something as complex as human relationships. Legitimate therapists won't promise to save your marriage. Real financial advisors won't guarantee wealth. But scammers promise the moon. Zhou Yuan literally guaranteed women could win back cheating husbands, which is impossible. Human behavior is too complex. Anyone making guarantees is either delusional or lying. Red flag 2, blaming victims. Notice how a guru explains failure. Legitimate teachers acknowledge their methods don't work for everyone. Scammers blame you. You didn't believe hard enough. You didn't fully commit. This protects their reputation while keeping you coming back for more. If the technique fails, it's never their fault, it's yours. Red flag 3, pyramid recruitment structure. If success involves recruiting other people, run. Legitimate businesses make money by providing value. Pyramid schemes make money by recruiting new victims. The $13,000 mentor program is a textbook. Your financial success depends entirely on bringing others in. Red flag 4, high pressure sales tactics. Only 10 spots left. Today only. Act now or miss out forever. Scammers create artificial urgency to prevent you from thinking critically or doing research. Legitimate services don't need pressure tactics because their value speaks for itself. Red flag 5, preying on insecurity. The most telling sign. These operations always target your deepest insecurities. Zhou Yuan specifically marketed to women in failing marriages and young women anxious about relationships, identifying pain and selling false solutions. Legitimate help addresses problems honestly. Scams exploit vulnerabilities while pretending to heal them. Let me clarify. I'm not saying all relationship coaching is a scam. Qualified therapists and counselors provide genuine value. But they're transparent about their methods, realistic about outcomes, evidence-based in their approach, and they never operate pyramid schemes. The difference between legitimate help and a scam isn't always obvious, which is why understanding the warning signs matters. Zhou Yuan's operation checked every single box. Thousands of smart, educated people still got pulled in. Not because they were stupid, but because these scams are designed by people who understand exactly which psychological buttons to push. Real change, in relationships, confidence, or finances, takes time, effort, and qualified help. It doesn't come from spine-violating poses, or paying $13,000 to join a pyramid scheme. The rule is simple: if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If someone promises to completely transform your life through their secret technique, run. And for the men watching, if your partner suddenly starts doing that weird X pose and squinting at you like she's got something in her eye, just be kind. Gently check if she's been watching strange courses online. Suggest couples counseling instead of charm school. The internet made it easier for scammers to reach vulnerable people at scale. But it also makes it easier to expose them. Every person who recognizes these warning signs is one less potential victim. Alright, That's it for today's deep dive into the absolutely bonkers world of Zhou Yuan's charm school empire. Share with me any influencers that you know doing this as well? I don't think so, right? I believe only in China.